Most people grow up believing a very simple idea. Study hard, get a good job, earn a high salary. And if you follow that path long enough, one day you will become rich. It sounds logical. But if this formula was true, many of the highest paid professionals in society would already be financially free. Yet that is clearly not the case. Around the world, there are doctors earning hundreds of thousands a year who still feel financially stressed. There are lawyers working 80-hour weeks who cannot stop working. There are executives with impressive titles who still depend completely on their next paycheck. So something in the formula is clearly missing, because high income and real wealth are not the same thing. Welcome to Wealth Alchemy, the channel that turns everyday knowledge into golden opportunities. Today we are going to explore why high income alone rarely creates real wealth and what actually does. The illusion of high income. The first problem with high income is psychological. When people start earning more money, they feel successful. And that feeling is powerful. It creates the belief that financial freedom is just around the corner. But something subtle begins to happen. As income increases, lifestyle also increases. A better car, a bigger house, more expensive holidays, private schools, luxury brands. None of these things seem unreasonable when income is high. But slowly, almost invisibly, expenses expand to match income. This is called lifestyle inflation. It traps many high-income earners. Because even though they earn more money than most people, they are still financially dependent on their next paycheck. Without that paycheck, their entire lifestyle collapses. In other words, their income is high, but their financial security is fragile. Income versus wealth. To understand this problem more clearly, we need to separate two ideas that many people confuse: income and wealth. Income is the money you earn by working. If you stop working, the income stops. Wealth, however, is something completely different. Wealth is the value of assets that can support your life without your direct labor. If your assets can generate income whether you work or not, you have wealth. This idea was explained very clearly by the entrepreneur Naval Ravikant. He said, "Wealth is the assets that earn while you sleep." Once you understand this definition, many things about the modern world suddenly make more sense. Someone earning a very high salary may still have very little wealth, and someone earning much less may actually be financially free. The high income trap. High income can actually create a dangerous trap. Because when people earn a lot of money, they often become more comfortable depending on their job. Their career becomes their entire financial strategy. Instead of asking, "How can I build assets?" they ask, "How can I earn more?" This mindset pushes them deeper into the system of trading time for money. The more they earn, the more responsibilities they take on. The more responsibilities they take on, the less time they have. Eventually, they reach a point where their lifestyle is completely dependent on maintaining that income. This is what many people call the golden handcuffs. The salary is high, but the freedom is low. The time problem. High-income jobs also create another hidden cost: time. Many high-paying careers demand enormous amounts of time and energy. Long working hours, constant pressure, high responsibility. For many professionals, success requires sacrificing evenings, weekends, and even health. At first, this trade-off seems acceptable. But as the years pass, something becomes clear. Money can be earned again. Time cannot. The years spent building a career never return. And if those years are spent entirely working, the opportunity to enjoy life may quietly disappear. This is why many wealthy thinkers say that time is the ultimate currency. Not money, time. The asset path. If income alone does not create wealth, what does? The answer is surprisingly simple: assets. Assets are things that produce value and income over time. Examples include rental properties, stocks that pay dividends, businesses, investments. These assets continue working even when you are not. They generate cash flow. They grow in value. And slowly, they reduce your dependence on your job. At first, the income from assets may be small, but over time, as assets accumulate, something powerful happens. The income from assets begins to replace the income from work. And that is the beginning of financial freedom. The financial freedom formula. Financial freedom is actually much simpler than most people think. It happens when one condition is met: when your passive income becomes greater than your living expenses. At that moment, your survival no longer depends on your job. You have options. You can continue working if you enjoy it. You can start a new project. You can spend more time with family. You can travel. But most importantly, you have choice. And choice is the real meaning of freedom. Why most people never escape. If the formula is so simple, why do so few people achieve financial freedom? There are several reasons. The first is lack of financial education. Many people are taught how to earn money, but very few are taught how to convert income into assets. The second reason is social pressure. Modern culture celebrates consumption. People are encouraged to upgrade their lifestyle every time their income increases. But this delays the building of assets. The third reason is impatience. Building assets takes time, years, sometimes decades. But many people want immediate results, so they continue chasing higher income instead of building long-term wealth. The Wealth Alchemy perspective. The idea behind Wealth Alchemy is very simple. Real wealth is not about earning more. It is about transforming income into assets, turning active income into passive income, turning effort into long-term value, turning time into freedom. This transformation does not happen overnight. But over time, the results can be extraordinary. Because once assets start working for you, the entire relationship between money and life changes. Closing thought. High income can provide comfort. It can provide security. But by itself, it rarely creates true wealth. True wealth comes from assets. Assets that generate income. Assets that grow over time. Assets that eventually replace the need to trade time for money. So the next time you think about financial success, remember this simple idea. Income may make life easier, but assets make life free. Outro. If you enjoy ideas about financial freedom, investing, and building real wealth, consider subscribing to Wealth Alchemy. Because this channel is dedicated to one goal: helping you transform knowledge into real financial freedom. And I'll see you in the next video.